offered by Senator Ned. Because of its length, we will dispense with its reading. And motion to suspend the rules, floor leader. Motion to. What happened to floor? Oh, there you go. You disappeared for a while.
No,
Okay, so
I was responding to Clayton that has been sent without the signature page. And
oh,
now they
okay.
find
You will make a motion to suspend the relevant rules for that proposed for amendment on second reading. Okay. Congress is back in session.
Okay.
Floor Barber, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move to suspend any relevant rules that may impede our action on the bill.
Again,
It has been moved and seconded that the relevant rules, specifically the rules prohibiting substantive amendments on second and final reading, be suspended. Those in favor of the motion say aye. Opposed, nay.
Aye.
Motion carried. The relevant rules are now suspended. Okay, discussion on the offer for amendment to CP 21-372. Any discussion? Any discussion? If none, there's no objection. Discussion is closed. We will vote. Those in favor of adoption of the offer for amendment to CP 21-372 offered by Senator Ned, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. The offer for amendment to CP 21-372 is adopted. We now have CD2. Any further discussion on CD2? Discussion. If none, there's no objection. Discussion is closed. We will vote by roll call of delegations. Chief Clerk.
For the state of Chub, Chairman Aridos.
Yes.
State of Pohnpei, Chairman Perman. State of Koshai, Chairman Wali.
yes.
State of Yap, Chairman Rusmal.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, all four states voted for the said bill.
CP number 21-372 CD2 has passed Congress on second and final reading. Next, unfinished business. Chief Clerk.
We do not have any more unfinished business, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, if there's no objection, we will now go on to item 18, bill calendar. First bill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The first bill under the bill calendar now is CB number 21-375 for second and final reading. CB number 21-375 is a bill for an act to amend Section 108 of Title 4 of the Code of the Federated States of Micronesia, annotated as amended to increase the salaries of the Chief Justice and Associate Justices of the Supreme Court of the Federated States of Micronesia and for other purposes.
Okay, Vice Chairman Christian.
So moved, Mr. Speaker.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that Congress pass on second and final reading, CP number 21-375. Discussion. Any
Speaker.
discussion?
Mr. Speaker,
Chairman Ursula, you have the floor.
thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I move for a short recess.
Short recess, subject to call of the chair.
bill to the
Yeah, we'll do that. Congress is back in session. We're still discussing CP 21-375. Vice Chairman Christian,
Mr. Speaker, I move to defer the bill to the end of the bill calendar.
Second.
it has been moved and seconded that CP number 21-375 be deferred to the end of the bill calendar. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carried. CP number 21-375 is now deferred to the end of the bill calendar. Next bill deferred.
The next bill under the bill calendar is CB number 21-376 for second and final reading. CB number 21-376 is a bill for an act to change the effective date of the salary increase for public service system employees authorized by Public Law number 21-237 from October 1st to July 1st, 2021, and for other purposes.
Vice Chairman Christian,
So moved, Mr. Speaker.
any second?
Second.
That's been moved and seconded that Congress pass on second and final reading CP number 21-376. Discussion. Any discussion? If none, there's no objection. Discussion is closed. So we will vote by roll call of delegations. Deferred.
For the state of Chuk, Chairman Aridas.
Yes.
For the state of Pohnpei, Chairman Perman.
Yes.
State of Koshai, Chairman Wali.
Yes.
State of Yap, Chairman Urusmal.
Amen.
Mr. Speaker, all four states voted for the said bill.
CP number 21-376 has passed Congress on second and final reading. Next bill.
The next bill currently under the bill calendar now is CB number 21-377 CD2 for second and final reading. CB number 21-377 is a bill for an act to further amend Public Law number 20-178 as amended by Public Laws numbers 21-01, 21-07, 21-36, 21-3, 21-178, 21-200, 21-218, and 21-226 by amending sections 3, 4, and 6 thereof to change the use and allotment of funds previously appropriated therein to fund public projects and social programs for the people of
Try.
Short recess. Subject to call of the chair. Yeah, you were frozen. Final reading, CP number 21-377 CD2. Discussion.
Short recess, please.
Short recess. Subject to call of the chair. Okay.
Okay,
All right.
thank you, Speaker.
Okay. Congress is back in session. We're still discussing CP number 21-377 CD2. Any discussion? Discussion?
Mr.
None.
Speaker.
Yes,
Mr. Speaker.
Chairman
Yes.
Christian.
I would like to request of the Koshai delegation if they can come and do some of their projects in Pohnpei. For example, poultry farms and all of that.
Okay, there's that request, Chairman Wally. Now it's in your lap. Okay. Any further discussion? If none, there's no objection. Discussion is closed. We will vote by roll call of delegations. Deferred.
For the state of Chuk, Chairman Aritas.
Yes.
State of Pohnpei, Chairman Perman.
Amen.
State of Koshai, Chairman Wali.
Yes.
State of Yap, Chairman Uruzmal.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, all 4 states voted for the said bill.
CP number 21-377 CD2 has passed Congress on second and final reading. Next bill.
The next bill under the bill calendar is CB number 21-378 CD2 for second and final reading. CB number 21-378 CD2 is a bill for an act to amend public law number 21-228 by amending sections 3, 4, 5, and 6 thereof to change the use and allotment of funds appropriated therein to fund public projects and social programs for the people of Koshai, Pohnpei, and Chuk states and for other purposes.
Chairman Figueroa.
Move for the passage of the bill on second and final reading.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that Congress pass on second and final reading. CP number
So
21.
recess, please. So recess.
CD2. Short recess, subject to call of the chair. Yes.
Chief. Yeah, Chief Clerk.
Okay, so you're done, floor? You're ready?
Yeah. Let's go back.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's go back. Congress is back in session. We're now discussing CP number 21-378. Any discussion on short recess, subject to call of the chair? I thought I saw some amendments. Link?
First reading, huh?
And for leader, huh? Let's go back. Congress is back in session. We're still discussing bill number 378, CD2. Any further discussion? Chairman Perlin, anything to offer for floor leader?
Thank you very much, Speaker. On behalf of the floor, he has an amendment. I have an amendment to offer. It's on the said bill. I so move for its
Second.
adoption.
It has been moved and seconded that the offer for amendment to CP 21-378 CT2 by Floor Leader Harbor be adopted. Because of its length, we will dispense with its reading, and the relevant rules are still suspended. So discussion on the offer for amendment by Florida Harbor. Any discussion? If none, there's no objection. Discussion is closed, so we will vote. Those in favor of the adoption of the offered amendment for amendment to CP 21-378 CP2 by Florida Harbor, say aye. Opposed, nay.
Aye.
Motion carried. The offer for amendments by Florida Harbor are adopted. We have CD3. Any further discussion on CD3? If none, there's no
Speaker.
objection. Yes, who's that? Yes, Vice Chairman Balik.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. May I ask for a short recess, please?
Okay, short recess, subject to call of the chair. Congress is back in session. We're still discussing 378 CD2. Any further discussion? If none, there's no objection. Discussion is closed. We will now vote by roll call of delegations. Chief Clerk.
For the state of Chuuk, Chairman Aridos.
Yes.
State of Pohnpei, Chairman Perman. State of Koshai, Chairman Wali.
Yes.
State of Yap, Chairman Urusamal.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, all four states voted for the said bill.
CB number 21-378 CD3 has passed Congress on second and final reading. Next bill.
Mr. Speaker, request for permission to be excused.
Yes, you may be excused. Yes,
Thank you.
go take your shot and continue, Chief Clerk. Next bill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The next bill under the bill calendar now is CB number 21-379 for second and final reading. CB number 21-379 is a bill for an act to further amend Public Law number 20-125 as amended by Public Laws numbers 20-135, 20-146, 20-157, 20-179, 20-189, 21-06, 21-40, 21-59, 21-89, 21-96, 21-141, 21-155, 21-217, and 21-230 by amending sections 4 and 6 thereof to change the use and allotment of certain funds previously appropriated therein to fund public projects and social programs for the people of the state of Pohnpei and for other purposes.
Chairman Figueroa.
Move for the passage of the bill on second and final reading.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that Congress pass on second and final reading CB number 21-379. Discussion. Any discussion? If none, there's no objection. Discussion is closed. So we will vote by roll call of delegations. Chief Clerk.
For the state of Chuuk, Chairman Aridas.
Yes.
State of Pohnpei, Chairman Perman. State of Koshai, Chairman Wali.
Yes.
State of Yap, Chairman Urusamal.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, all four states voted for the said bill.
CP number 21-379 has passed Congress on second and final reading. Next bill.
The next bill under the bill calendar now is on CB number 21-381 for second and final reading. CB number 21-381 is a bill for an act to further amend Public Law number 21-201 as amended by Public Laws numbers 21-219 and 21-229 by amending Section 5 thereof for the purpose of changing the use of funds previously appropriated therein to fund priority infrastructure projects and other public projects and social programs for the people of Chuuk State and for other purposes.
Okay, Chairman Figueroa.
Move for the passage of the bill on second and final reading.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that Congress pass on second and final reading CP number 21-381. Discussion.
Short recess, please.
Sorry, yes, subject to go of the chair. Can we,
Uh,
I may have some amendments. I just noticed that this is the First to tomorrow.
Yes.
All right. Congress is back in session. Floor leader.
What is it, Speaker? Oh, you want me to defer?
Well, I thought that's what you asked for.
Okay. Okay, I move that we defer Bill number 21-381 to tomorrow's bill calendar.
Second.
That's been moved and seconded that CP number 21-381 be deferred to tomorrow's bill calendar. Those in favor, say aye. Opposed,
Aye.
nay.
Aye.
Motion carried. Said bill is deferred to tomorrow's session. Next bill, deferred.
The next bill under the bill calendar now is on CB number 21-383 for second and final reading. CB number 21-383 is a bill for an act to further amend Public Law number 21-180 as amended by Public Laws numbers 21-191 and 21-234 by amending sections 4 and 6 thereof to change the use and allotment of funds previously appropriated therein for the purpose of funding public projects and social programs for the people of Pohnpei State and for other purposes.
Chairman Figueroa.
Move for the passage of the bill on second and final reading.
Okay, and second. It's been
Second.
moved and seconded that Congress pass on second and final reading CP number 21-383. Discussion. Any discussion? If none, there is no objection. Discussion is closed. We will vote by roll call of delegations. Chief Clerk.
For the state of Chuk, Chairman Aridos.
Yes.
State of Pohnpei, Chairman Perman. State of Koshai, Chairman Wali.
Yes.
State of Yap, Chairman Urusmal.
Amen.
Mr. Speaker, all four states voted for the said bill.
Okay, thank you. For that reason, CP number 21-383 has passed Congress on second and final reading. Short recess, subject to call of the chair. Go back. Let's go back.
Okay.
Congress is back in session. Okay, Chief Clerk, next bill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We're now back to CB number 21-375 for second and final reading. This was deferred to the end of the bill calendar. CB number 21-375 is a bill for an act to amend Section 108 of Title 4 of the Code of the Federated States of Micronesia annotated as amended to increase the salaries of the Chief Justice and Associate Justices of the Supreme Court of the Federated States of Micronesia and for other purposes.
Okay. Florida Harbor, make the motion on behalf of Janko.
I move for the passage of the said bill on second and final reading.
Second.
That's been moved and seconded that Congress pass on second and final reading CP number 21-375. Discussion. Any discussion on the bill?
Speaker,
Chairman Roosevelt, you have the floor.
with all due respect, Mr. Speaker, I believe I have written proposed amendments on the bill. It's been printed, duplicated, and distributed. It's very small, so may I just request with your permission, Mr. Speaker, that the Chief Clerk reads the amendment.
Okay, short recess, subject to call of the chair. Congress is back in session. Okay, Chief Clerk, it's a short one. Please read it. What's wrong with this signature? It's getting messy.
Just like in the head, it's getting messy.
Because he's contemplating.
Chief Clerk, read the amendment, proposed floor amendment.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We have a floor amendment to CB number 21-375 offered by Senator Joseph J. Urusamal. Item 1, page 1, line 7, delete the figure 80,000 and insert the figure 75,000 in lieu thereof. Item 2, page 1, line 9, delete the figure 70,000 and insert the figure 65,000 in lieu thereof.
Okay, Chairman Roosevelt.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I so move for the adoption of the said amendment.
Second.
No.
Has been moved and seconded that the offered for amendment to CP 21-375 offered by Senator Ursula be adopted. The relevant rules are still suspended up to this point. So discussion on the offered for amendment. Any discussion?
Yeah, Mr. Speaker.
Leader Arbor?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I would like to express that I do support the amendment by 31 reasons, and I don't want any of the name. Thank you.
Thank you, Floor Leader Harper. Unfortunately, we couldn't catch the rest of your statement. You were in and out You were scrambled.
Short
So-
recess, Speaker.
Short recess, subject to call of the chair. Not recorded. Inaudible. Okay.
All right.
Congress is back in session. Floor Leader Harper, restate your statement.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to state for the record that I too support the amendment made by Honorable Rusimal just for only one reason, and that being that I don't want anybody to get higher salary than our president of our nation. Thank you.
Thank you for your explanation. That's very clear. Floor Leader Harper. Okay, Chairman Malik, you're
Yeah,
next.
short recess, please.
Short recess, subject to call of the chair. Still want to make us. Congress is back in session. We're still discussing the offer for amendment by Chairman Ursumal. Any further discussion on the offered amendment? If none,
Speaker, Speaker.
yes, Vice Chairman Balik.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I wish to state on record that this bill address increase in salaries of the associate judges and Chief Justice. You know, I also wish to state that these individuals also receive health insurance benefit, housing, vehicle, recruitment expenses, repatriation expenses, household goods, and other benefits. So if we look at the total compensation package, that's in line with the and very close to the salary and compensation package, including benefits of the president and the vice president. And I want our listening audience and our constituents to also understand that currently the Speaker of the Congress makes, 30,000? And members make 27,000 or so in comparison. I think it's important to note to our constituents. I know there are some citizens and constituents out there who talk about our salaries and benefits, but when we talk about base salary, that distinction should be made. And I, hold the position that representation fund is entirely a different funding to support our constituents' needs. So I just want to state that for the record, and I support equalizing or bringing equity to the salaries of the highest or the most highest positions of our three branches of government. Thank you very much, Speaker.
Thank you, Vice Chairman Balik. Well spoken. Vice Speaker Moses, you have the floor. Okay, any further discussion on the offer for amendment? Any discussion? If none, there's no objection. Discussion is closed on the offer for amendment, so let's vote. Those in favor of adoption of the offer for amendment by Senator Original, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay.
Nay. Nay.
The offered amendment does not pass. We are still discussing the Bill 21-375. Any further
Question.
discussion? Questions been called for? There is no objection. Discussion is closed. So we will vote by roll call of delegations. Chief Clerk?
For the state of Chuk, Chairman Aritas.
Yes.
State of Pohnpei, Chairman Perman.
Yes.
State of Koshai, Chairman Wali.
Yes.
State of Yap, Chairman Urusmal.
No.
I thought you were going to yield to Chairman Fikir. He's the
I
member of
yield
the...
recess.
Okay, go ahead, announce the result.
Mr. Speaker, 3 states voted for the said bill, 1 against.
For that reason, CP number 21-375 has passed Congress on second and final reading. Short
Sorry,
recess.
sir.
Conference is back in session. We're still on the bill calendar. Chairman Figueroa, you have the floor.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I move to place Congress Bill number 21-388 on the bill calendar for action.
Deferred.
It's been moved and seconded that CP number 21-388 be withdrawn from committee and placed on the bill calendar for first reading action. Those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. CP number 21-388 is withdrawn from committee and placed on the bill calendar for first reading action. Short recess subject to call at the chair. Okay. Conference is back in session. Chief Clerk, next bill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The next bill that we now have under the bill calendar is on CB number 21-388 for first reading. CB number 21-388 is a bill for an act to amend sections 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, and 12 of Public Law number 21-185 as amended by Public Laws numbers 21-210 and 21-221 to appropriate $1,721,547 of additional funds from the General Fund of the Federated States of Micronesia for the fiscal year ending September 30th, 2021, to provide supplemental funding for the operations of the national government, the legislative branch, the judicial branch, grants, subsidies, and contributions, capital and human resources development, and for other purposes.
Chairman
So
Figueroa.
move.
Move for the passage of the bill on first reading.
Okay,
Second.
it has been moved and seconded that Congress pass on first reading CP number 21-388. Discussion. Any discussion? None. There's no objection. Discussion is closed. We will vote by roll call of members. Chief Clerk?
Senator Aridos,
Yes.
Senator Christian, Senator Figuer,
Yes.
Senator Colan,
Yes.
Floor Leader Harper,
I want to wait for the passage of the salary for members.
Floor Leader Harper,
Yes.
Senator Gunman,
Yes.
Vice Speaker Moses, Senator Net, Senator Palug,
Yes.
Senator Berman, Senator Romulo, Senator Uruzamal, Senator Uruzamal, Senator Wali,
Yes.
Speaker Simna.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, 12 members voted for the said bill.
For that reason, CP number 21-388 has passed Congress on first reading. Next bill.
There are no more bills, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, if we do not have any more business on the calendar, we now move on to the resolution calendar. Any resolution, Chief Clerk?
Short recess, Speaker.
None.
Okay, short recess, subject to call of the chair.
He
Okay, so
changed
let's
his
go
mind
back.
already.
Let's go back and go on the resolution calendar. Conference is back in session. We're now on the resolution calendar. Chairman Permit.
Yes, thank you, Speaker. I would like to venture a motion to withdraw the following resolutions.
Proceed.
21-249, 21-250, 251, 254, 257, 262, and 265. So move.
Second.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Short recess, subject to call of the chair. Back. Congress is back in session. Chairman Berman, if you would like
Speaker,
to,
thank you.
can you
Let me
please
just clarify.
restate your motion?
Okay, yes. The motion to withdraw the following resolutions are, the numbers are 249, 250, 251, 254, 257, 260, 262, 263, and 265. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Second.
It has been moved and
Second.
seconded that resolution just read out by Chairman Berman be withdrawn from committee and placed on the resolution calendar for action. Those in favor of the motion say aye.
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 Motion carried. Those resolutions are now withdrawn from committee and placed on the resolution calendar for action. Okay, short recess, subject to call of the chair. Any Congress is back in session. First resolution, Chief Clerk.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The first resolution under our resolution calendar now is on CR number 21-249 for adoption. CR number 21-249 is a resolution approving an application for a federal grant in the amount of $625,000 and its submission to the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Agency of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services to fund the FSMT HSA mental health awareness training.
Chairman Berman.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, because of the understanding we have during recess, motion to defer action on the resolution, all resolutions under resolution calendar to tomorrow's
Second.
calendar. Order.
Second.
Okay. It has been moved and seconded that all the resolutions under the resolution calendar for today be deferred to tomorrow's resolution calendar. Those in
Speaker.
favor say aye. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay.
Aye.
Motion carried. All those resolutions under today's resolution calendar are now deferred to tomorrow's resolution calendar. Okay.
Yes, Speaker.
Recess, Mr. Speaker.
Short recess.
Motion.
Go back, Speaker.
Yeah. Congress is back in session. We're still on our,
Speaker,
yes, who's that? Chairman Berman.
Recess
Yeah,
until
thank you
Deferred.
very much, Mr. Speaker. Motions to stand in recess till
Second.
tomorrow, 10 a.m. Yap and Chuk time. So move.
Second.
Okay, we moved and seconded that Congress stand in recess until tomorrow at 10 in the morning, Yap time. Those in favor say aye. Opposed, nay.
Aye.
Motion carried. Congress now stands in recess until tomorrow at 10 in the morning, Yap and Chuk time.